Here's Papa Mike backstage in Nachtleben, Frankfurt, with Rachel Sermanni from Scotland. Hi Rachel. You haven't a typical British name, isn't it?
No. My second name, Sermanni, is from Italy.
I think so.
Yeah.
Normal Scottish name
It's not
is
Scottish, no.
Mac.
But it's very common, I think, for there to be Scots-Italians. There's a lot of Scots-Italians, so
Okay.
especially my parents are both from Glasgow. I think a lot of Italians emigrated and went to Glasgow. I think that's where they went.
I think it was a good beginning for your tour.
Yes.
You agree?
I would agree, definitely. I was unsure as to who would come or how many. And it was a lovely number of people, very appreciative, very receptive. And despite it's been a very long day, because it took a while to get here, because the flights, what was it? Meine Flug hatte Verspätung.
Ja. Verspätung.
Verspätung.
Because of fog in London?
London, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So there was a lot of sitting down to be done. And so, but yes, it was a lovely gig tonight. Really good stuff.
Okay. You're not the first time in Frankfurt. Do you like Frankfurt in Germany?
Yes, I've always enjoyed playing gigs here. It was a real eye-opener, playing in Europe in general compared with the UK. Sometimes isn't as nice. So I joined Fink on tour all across Europe, and that's when I first got a taste for how wonderful Germany is, especially for like gigs, because they always look after you. People are very appreciative of music. And then I was actually in Frankfurt just a few months ago with Ben Howard, just for one day, which was also very useful and helpful for me for this gig. So.
Okay. What's your first headline tour?
Yeah. So.
You're proud?
Yes. That's the best way to look at it. Not nervous. I'm not too nervous. I think I'm hoping to learn lots on this tour from lots of people, because when you're touring you meet a lot of people, lots of interesting people. So I hope I learn from these interesting people.
What was your last gigs? What was the most impressive?
I know the answer to this one.
I really enjoyed playing a gig in... well, okay, so there was one in Belfast. That was firstly quite good, and everything was right. Everything was right in Belfast. But then probably the best gig would have to be the album launch party, which took place on top of a mountain, very close to where I live.
Okay.
It was like a restaurant right on top of the mountain, and beautiful views. Yeah, just truly beautiful. It was my home gig, right on top of a mountain. So I'm very happy.
It's the journey to the top of the mountain on on like a cable car train thing.
These are my friends.
You can see the mountain there a little bit. Beautiful place.
So that's where I live.
Okay.
On top of mountains, not under mountains.
No, I definitely live on top of mountains, yeah.
Do you always play solo of your gigs and whole tour?
The whole tour will be solo. However, back home, on the mountain gig, and the whole tour in the UK was solo as well, except that gig which I did with that gig was 2 fiddle players and a piano player.
Okay.
Sometimes I have 3 fiddle players and a piano player.
Oh,
and then
wow.
yeah. And the album has also got a double bassist, a guitarist, and two percussionists. So it's a large band sometimes, but that's very rare. I really enjoy to play solo.
But sometimes you wish to play with a band?
Well, I love to have my friends around me, so yeah. And they're all I'm very fortunate because they're my friends, but they're also very, very good musicians. So yeah.
Okay. Yes. What is the most important for you in your music?
Feeling a resonance in the sense that I want it to feel honest. And to achieve that, I think you have to be.
Sorry.
Watch out for the camera.
Sorry.
I feel like I want people to connect, sort of.
Okay.
But I also feel like whether they don't connect, I have to connect with the songs and stuff like that, because all the songs have been very much thought through. So in terms of music as well, I think the words are very important to me.
Okay. What do you want to achieve musically?
Well, I'm very proud of this album. I'm very content with what I've produced.
The first step?
Yes, the first step. And so the touring is going well as well. But for the future, I only just want to get a little bit better and broaden my ear. So, become aware of other music and stuff like that. I play lots of different instruments and I want to improve on all of them. So I just want to practice lots, but I have no large ambitions as such for anything musical. I like to keep it fun and quirky.
Please describe your songwriting. With which ideas you start? Anyone who helps you?
Usually I'm on my own when I write, and usually I have been thinking about the subject for a long time, so it's been bubbling underneath my surface. And then other people I'll be speaking to, and they'll help things bubble because I'll just hear the way they play with words or whatever. And then it usually just happens. I can't describe it. I don't know.
Okay.
But yes, it's a lovely thing. And the song "Breathe Easy," which is on the album, that was helped with. My friend Roddy Hart wrote the bridge for that song.
Okay. What is the biggest difference between your music style and the traditional folk? Just more emotional and less political?
No, I don't think so. I mean, traditional music is very emotional, but I suppose it talks about it's storytelling. So in that sense, I am a bit of a storyteller in the songs. So that's a similarity. I think the main difference is in the sound. I think the sound that comes from the songs that I have, the way they're arranged and the way that they're sung, is not traditional way. And the structures are a little bit different from traditional structures. And there's similarities, but you could also argue there are similarities with other genres. So it sort of fits into the middle of a lot of things. Even with the violins, even though that could add a traditional aspect, I still don't think it sounds very traditional.
Okay.
Yeah, they're played differently.
Okay, I thank you for the interview.